I'm David Snead. Welcome to The Pulse. We're here in Baskerville, Virginia in my home studio. I put it together about 2 years ago. I'll give you a little history on me and how I got into music. I've been playing since I was 6 years old. I started playing drums and then learned how to play guitar a little later on once I found out the girls really liked the guitar players. Anyway, my brother and I, we've been playing ever since we can remember. My father had a band back in that time. My father is a steel guitar player and a fiddle player, really good at both. He'll be 92 years old this coming Saturday, so happy birthday, Dad. Anyway, we played for his band back in the late 70s, early 80s as just youngsters. They played both kinds of music, country and Western. And after graduating from high school, I decided to try my hand at playing in larger gigs in different places. So I moved down to Florida, spent some time in Fort Lauderdale, around in Miami, and then moved over to the West Coast, over to Hollywood, as a matter of fact. Attended Guitar Institute of Technology, actually studied under Paul Gilbert. And I wasn't a shredder at all, but Paul did teach me how to string my guitar. He'll get that. Anyway, now I'm back home here in Southern Virginia, like I said before, and the guys and I in the band decided we were going to do some original stuff. And a couple years ago, I wrote a song. We took it into the studio and had just a huge time with that song. That song did pretty well for us, to be honest with you, to be our first song. And more than just the song taking off, just the recording experience itself became really interesting and something that I really wanted to spend more time doing. So I've been in this recording studio before years ago, a lot different than it is now. And I decided that, with some of the technologies out here nowadays, why not try to put something together myself? So I kind of enlisted a few good friends that I knew in the industry and got some pointers on this and that and the other, and spent some time in other studios, and decided to take the plunge about a year and a half ago. So I came down to my basement and fixed up this room, which is about 24 by 18, I think is the dimensions on it, and built this wall behind me for the guitars, and just had a lot of fun doing that. One thing I found out really early in recording is that you've got to have a great microphone to get the sound and the quality of the recording into your DAW system or into your recording system, so you can mix it down and have something really good to work with. I chose to go with Neumann, the TLM 49 is what I'm talking on right here now, and it's a great microphone that doesn't color your sound, wash it out one way or the other, or change anything about what it's receiving. And anyway, I decided to also go with the Neumann speakers too for the monitors. These happen to be the KH120s, and they can fill this room up if you really crank them up loud. They're highly adjustable for just about anything you want to do, any type of music and any type of situation, as a matter of fact. But anyway, the console here that I'm sitting at is a desk that I got from my brother-in-law, as a matter of fact. And everything's kind of compact, but everything takes up its space is valuable real estate, but everything that takes up the space on the desk is used in a way that makes the recording so much easier to produce. So what I'd like to do is maybe give you a little quick tour of the rest of the studio, and then I'll come back and say a few more things. But really appreciate your time and hanging out here in my studio today. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's the control center. It's actually sitting on a dinner table that my brother-in-law and sister-in-law gave me a couple years back. You'll see a couple 27-inch screens there for helping to mix things visually. I do use the Helix processor for most of the guitar sounds. It's a lot easier to pull up presets and editing, things like that. And here's the guitar wall. Usually when someone comes in the room, if they don't like the music, they love the guitar wall. I had a lot of fun putting that up a couple years ago. Here's some of the equipment. Of course, there's a Fender bass there, jazz bass. You see some more Sennheiser mics, miking up all the cabs. I've got a whole hodgepodge of guitars from Godin to Duesenberg, Fender Strats, Tele. I've got a Hamer, Monaco 3 there, Music Man amps, Fender amps, and an assortment of pedals. Most of those are used for the live shows, not so much in the studio, but we're down right now, so I've got them in the studio. And there's my drum kit that I love to just really take frustrations out on. A bit of a sound wall that I built out of bamboo to kind of help disperse some of the frequencies in the room there. And I got a pretty comfortable couch to lay on, sit on, write on, daydream on, that kind of thing. I don't have much time for that, but it's there if I need it. And here's a closet that I'm using right now for cases, but one day it's become a vocal booth when we get some more studio money. That's been few and far between here lately. No live gigs. That's about it. This is a voice print that my daughter gave me for Christmas this year. That's her voice printed out saying, "I love you." It was a great Christmas gift, made me cry. So that's a quick tour. I hope there was something here that may interest you, and thanks for taking a tour of my studio. Okay, thanks guys for hanging out for a little while and checking out my studio. I want to thank the guys that put the Pulse together, and hopefully this may interest someone out there that's looking to put a studio together. Maybe you saw something here that may be used elsewhere. So keep making music, and before we go, we'd like to give a shout out to all the full-time musicians and part-time musicians out there. I hope we can get back to playing some live music here soon, man. It's been a tough year, and don't want to go down that road, but man, just thinking about everyone. Stay safe, stay healthy. Let's get back to playing as quickly as we can. As we roll out, I'm going to let you listen to a song that my daughter and I did for all of our family during the Christmas time this year. We couldn't be around hardly anyone, so we decided to put something together and send it out to them. It's a song that my daughter did when she was 4 years old at a couple churches back in the day. I played guitar with her, and we decided to do a remake of it 20 years later. And so this is it as we're going out. Thanks again so much for letting me be a part of your day, and hope we'll see you guys out live somewhere soon. Take it easy. Keep rocking.
Oh, night divine. Jesus, 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 Jesus. Oh, what a wonderful time. Jesus.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to see more videos just like this.